What's up guys, Logan here, and today I'm actually going to be talking about, as you can tell from the title of this video, whether or not Flowmaster Outlaws are going to be a good idea for your car if you live in a neighborhood. Now one thing to think about is that I don't just have a muffler replacement, I actually cut off my resonators, welded some pipe through there, and then I also have JBA long tube headers, so my car is a little bit louder than just Flowmaster Outlaws. But honestly, the JBA long tube headers and the resonator delete, it didn't make my car a crazy amount louder. It definitely did add some tone to my car, but it's not like it's going to make it like way louder just by doing long tube headers and resonator delete. Now, as far as the sound of my particular Mustang, I really like it. It sounds really deep. It's raspy at really high RPMs. Anything past like 7,000, it's kind of raspy, but I don't really take it past 7,000 all that much. And I don't know, it's just, my car has a unique sound to me with my JBA long tube headers, the resonator delete, the Flowmaster Outlaws. I just really like the sound it gives my car. Now odds are, if you're looking at this video, that means that you're at very least thinking about buying some Flowmaster Outlaws. And honestly, if you're thinking about buying them, I would just go ahead and buy it, because I was definitely not let down with these mufflers. Yeah, that's one thing you have to consider if you live in a neighborhood, whether or not it's going to be too loud. And me, I live in a golf course neighborhood, so people can be extra stingy at that. People don't want you messing up their teeth or anything like that. And I haven't gotten any complaints. Granted, yeah, I've only lived here a month, but even in my old neighborhood, I had these mufflers on for a year and a half, I think. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're out there giving your car crazy hell, going as hard as you can, yes, it's going to be too loud and you might get pulled over. You might get some complaints on you as far as your neighborhood. It's just, if you keep it at low RPMs, even my neighborhood, I have to drive 35 through it, it's not too loud for me. Like even right now, I'm driving 60 miles an hour. Y'all can hear me pretty well. I could have a very good conversation right here if anybody was sitting here. Even with my windows down, it's not like it's be too bad. If anything, you hear mostly the wind. And really, that's how I drive. I drive with the windows down, going, listening to music, and I never have any problems hearing my music or anything like that. Now, when you're stopped, you're gonna have a nice little burble. Right now, you can somewhat hear it. I'm sure you can't hear it on the camera, but yeah, as far as idle, yeah, it's not going to be bad at all. Now, the one thing that you probably will have to worry about if you live in a neighborhood is cold starts. Cold starts definitely will be a lot louder. That's one thing with me, is that as soon as I start my car, I just put it in reverse, go ahead and back out, because that cold start is kind of loud. So basically, if I were to sum this video up, I would say that yes, Flowmasters can be too loud, only if you allow it to be too loud. If you're giving it hell going, keeping it at high RPMs, yeah, you probably could get some complaints. But if you drive normal, keep it slow throughout your neighborhood, low RPMs, you probably won't have any problems. If you're going to be on the interstate a lot, or a highway where you're going to be driving 75, 80 miles an hour, one thing to keep in mind is that there is going to be a slight drone. It's not absolutely insane, like deafening where you can't have any kind of conversation, but it definitely is going to be there. It's about 75, 80 miles an hour, so that's just one thing to keep in mind. Nice grabber blue Mustang right there, 5.0. One other thing I've noticed since having these Outlaws is that my gas mileage is horrible now, and that's not because anything to do with the flow of the exhaust or anything like that. It's just because once you hear that sound, that V8 sound, that loud, aggressive, burbly sound, you're going to want to be in the gas a little bit more. But if you're able to stay out the throttle, your gas mileage won't be affected all that much. Now, I really do hope this video was helpful and maybe help some of y'all make y'all's decisions on whether or not you're going to get the Flowmaster Outlaws. Honestly, the Outlaws are not a bad muffler at all. If you really want that aggressive V8 sound, then yeah, I would say pick up a pair of Flowmasters. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking for more of a video where you hear what the Flowmasters sound like, I have like 2 or 3 other videos of what my car actually sounds like. And actually my very first video, I think, is the Flowmaster Outlaw video. It's basically like a little review when I had no idea how to talk to this camera. It's embarrassing almost. But it's like my first video. It's actually a pretty good comparison though, as far as the sound between the car, what it originally sounded like with the stock mufflers, and the Flowmaster Outlaws. And I was just taking it at 60, so that's the sound from the inside of the car. But I also do have another video. It is just the JBA long tube headers, the resonator delete, and the Flowmaster Outlaws. So if you want to hear what that sounds like, you can do that as well. But I did want to make this video pretty much just, come on now. But I did just want to make this video just to answer the big question whether or not Flowmaster Outlaws are a good everyday driver muffler. And honestly, in my opinion, yes, they are. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.